Hello, good morning. Are you ready? Today, our aim is going to be how to solve equations with brackets, with parentheses. Okay, we have to solve these types of equations that they have brackets. You know that when you solve combined operations with brackets, you have to solve the brackets first. But now, in this operation, you cannot operate 2x minus 1. It's impossible to do because they are not similar monomials. You cannot subtract 2x from 1. First, because you don't know how much is x. Second, because they are not like monomials. So the only way to remove brackets, to eliminate brackets here, is by applying the distributive property. So we are going to apply the distributive property because you know that 7 is multiplying, even if there is any sign between the 7 and the bracket, it's multiplying the bracket. And when you operate this, when you multiply 7 times the bracket, you multiply 7 times 2x, and then 7 times minus 1. So 7 times 2x and 7 times minus 1. And the same here. You multiply 3 times 5 and 3 times minus x. So let's see what the solution is. When you multiply 7 times 2x, you are multiplying two monomials, 7 and 2x. So 7, oh my god. 7 times 2x. How do you multiply this type of monomials? You multiply the coefficients and the literal part. Here we don't have a literal part. Then the result is going to be 14x. Because if you don't have a literal part, it is like you had a number 1, or x to the power of 0, which is the 1, and this is why it doesn't appear. So the result is 14. Yes. So 7 times 2x is 14x. 7 times minus 1 is minus 7. I have here the operation. Okay? 7 times minus 1 is minus 7 equals 12 plus, and now this, 3 times 5, 15. 3 times minus x, minus 3x. You are multiplying 3 times minus x. Multiply the signs for plus times minus, minus. Multiply now 3 and x, 3x. Because you know that 3x is 3 times x, right? Now, next step. Now we need to pass all x members, x terms to the left and numbers to the right. How do you do that? Okay, look, for example, you have this negative 3x that is on the right, and I want x terms to the left. So what do I have to do? I have to add 3x in both sides of the equation. So if I add 3x in both sides of the equation, when I add 3x to this, it disappears, and I have here plus 3x 14. Yeah. Now, this negative 7 is on the left of the equation, and we don't want numbers on the left of the equation. We want the numbers to be on the right. What do we have to do when you have minus 7 on the left? You have to add 7 to both sides of the equation. If we add 7 here, minus 7 and 7 eliminates, and I add 7 here. This is why some people says that what we do is that this negative 3x that is on the right passes to the left, changing its sign. And this negative 7 that was on the left changed the member of the equation to positive 7. So this is now the new equivalent equation, because we have add 3x in both sides of the equation, we have add 7 in both sides of the equation. And now we have this. So it's the moment when we can operate. Now we can operate, yes, because you have 14x and 3x is an addition of monomials, 17x. Here you have 12 plus 15 plus 7, which is 27, 34. And now it's moment to isolate the variable. We divide both sides of the equation by 17. Okay, when you divide this by 17, you get x. When you divide this by 17, now we get 34 divided by 17, which is 2. Yes, 34 divided by 17 is 2. So this is the solution of the equation. Let's see this one. Again, we have to multiply, applying the distributive property, we multiply negative 2 times 3x, negative 2 times 3x, and negative 2 times negative 4. Negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. Negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8. What about this? So this is going to be positive 8 when we do it, and this is negative 6x. Yes. What about this? This is negative and the bracket, so we don't have anything to multiply. But you know that when there is nothing multiplying, it's because it is an invisible 1. Remember that 1 is everywhere, when 1 is our friend. So it is negative 1 times 3, which is negative 3. Yes, negative 3. And here, negative times negative positive 2x. Negative 1 times 2x, right, times negative, yeah, we have it here, right? Look, this is. So we have 1 minus 6x plus 8 equals 4x, and now this minus 1 and plus 2x. Now, again, let's move x terms to the left. So we have this x term and we have these 2 here. So what we are going to do is to subtract 4x and 2x. So we subtract 4x and 2x in both sides of the equation. When we subtract 4x and 2x here, it looks like this. When I subtract 4x here, is 0, and 2x minus 2x is 0. What do we do with the 8 and the 1? Again, now we have to add, in this case, subtract 8 in both sides of the equation. If we subtract 8 in this side of the equation, we get 8. And if we subtract 8 in this side of the equation, it cancels out with the plus 8, sorry. So because minus 8 plus 8 is 0. This is why we eliminate the 0. By the way, you know what says the 0 to the 8? What the 0 tells the 8? It says, nice belt. It is just a joke. Okay, let's go on. Now, the same with the number 1. We have the number 1 here. That is an addition, is plus 1. And we have to subtract 1. We subtract 1 in this side of the equation and subtract 1 here. Then eliminate and make 0 plus 1 minus 1. Good. Let's see what do we have here. Look, we have the minus 4x, the minus 2x, the minus 6x. 8 and minus 8 cancel out. Plus 1 and minus 1 cancel out. And now numbers here, minus 3, minus 8, and minus 1. Now let's operate the monomials. Let's take the color blue. Minus 6x minus 4x minus 2x is minus 12x equals minus 3 minus 1 minus 12 equals minus 12. So now you have to isolate the variable. How do you do that? You divide both members of the equation by the same value, by the coefficient of the x. The coefficient of the x is minus 12. Then we divide both sides by minus 12. So we have minus 12 divided by minus 12, which is equals minus divided by minus plus 12 divided by 12, 1. So it seems that the solution of this equation is x equals 1. If we want to check the equation, what we have to do is to substitute the 1 by x, or the x by 1, and see that the equality is true. Let's try it. Okay, this is what we call check the equation. Let's take color yellow. Okay, so here is 1 minus 2, and now 3x, which is 3, minus 1 is minus 4, sorry, is minus 1. So the bracket is 3 times 1 minus 4, which is minus 1. What is this equals to? We will see. Let's do this part. 4 times 1 is 4. Remember that x equals 1. This is what we are checking. Minus 3 minus 2 times, this is 1, right? 3 minus 2 times x, which is 1. 2 times 1, 2. 3 minus 2, 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. And 1 minus 2 times minus 1. 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 is plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3 is equals 3. Then we have checked that 1 is the solution of the equation. The same we can do with number 2 here. You can do it yourself and check it. That is true. So with this, I have finished how to do how to solve equations with brackets. Now you're ready to do this type of equations in the exercises. See you